The Middle East has been irrevocably altered. In a stunning and rare daytime operation, a combined force of U.S. and Israeli assets launched Operation Epic Fury, delivering an unprecedented series of nearly 900 strikes across Iran. The primary targets, the very heart of Iran's command and control. Initial reports, notably from Fox News correspondent Jennifer Griffin, indicate that the strikes successfully neutralized key strategic locations and, critically, resulted in the alleged death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. This is not merely a military action. It is a seismic event, creating an immediate and profound power vacuum at the apex of Iranian leadership. The implications are staggering, not just for Tehran, but for the entire region and global stability. The sheer scale and precision of this coordinated assault suggest a meticulously planned operation designed to decapitate Iran's military and political infrastructure, aiming to cripple its ability to project power and retaliate effectively. The world watches, holding its breath, as the immediate fallout begins to unfold, with every nation grappling with the potential for an explosive escalation. This operation marks a definitive turning point, forcing a re-evaluation of regional power dynamics and the future of international security. The stakes could not be higher, as the world now confronts the immediate aftermath of a direct, overwhelming confrontation with Iran's highest echelons. The question is not if, but how, this will reshape the geopolitical order. The details emerging from Operation Epic Fury paint a picture of overwhelming force and strategic intent. Reports suggest that alongside the alleged death of Ayatollah Khamenei, at least 40 other top Iranian officials were killed in the coordinated strikes. This includes senior commanders within the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, and key figures in Iran's political and military establishment. The targeting was not indiscriminate. It was a surgical effort to dismantle the very core of Iran's decision-making apparatus. The daytime timing of the operation itself is highly unusual, signaling a deliberate choice to maximize psychological impact and demonstrate an undeniable show of force. This wasn't a covert night raid. It was a clear, unambiguous message delivered in broad daylight. The immediate aftermath has seen a near-total blackout of official communication from Tehran, fueling speculation and uncertainty. While Iranian state media has yet to confirm the death of Khamenei, the absence of his public appearances or official statements in the hours following the strikes is a stark departure from typical protocol. The silence from Tehran is deafening, creating a vacuum of information that only amplifies global anxieties. The world is now left to piece together the fragments of intelligence, understanding that the loss of such a significant number of high-ranking officials, regardless of Khamenei's confirmed status, represents an existential blow to Iran's current regime and its operational capabilities. The immediate challenge for Iran will be to maintain any semblance of internal stability and project a unified front in the face of such a devastating attack. The strategic implications of hitting Iran's command structure with such precision are immense. Operation Epic Fury appears to have been designed not just to eliminate key figures, but to fundamentally disrupt Iran's ability to coordinate and execute any significant military response. By targeting the leadership, the U.S. and Israel aim to create disarray, paralyzing the chain of command and buying crucial time for regional allies to prepare for potential fallout. This operation underscores a significant shift in strategy, moving beyond proxy conflicts and targeted assassinations to a direct, large-scale assault on the state's core. The coordination between U.S. and Israeli forces highlights a deepening alliance and a shared determination to counter Iran's regional influence, particularly its nuclear ambitions and support for militant groups. The sheer volume of strikes, nearly 900, suggests a comprehensive effort to degrade multiple facets of Iran's military infrastructure simultaneously, from missile sites to intelligence hubs. This level of engagement carries inherent risks, pushing the boundaries of conventional warfare in the Middle East. The question now becomes, how deep does the damage run, and how quickly can Iran reconstitute its leadership and operational capacity? The success of this operation, in terms of its immediate objectives, will be measured by the extent of the disruption and the subsequent delay in any retaliatory actions. This is a calculated gamble, with the potential for both strategic advantage and unforeseen consequences. The immediate aftermath of Operation Epic Fury has plunged the Middle East into a state of heightened alert, with the risk of Iranian retaliation now the paramount concern. While Tehran's official response remains muted, the potential for a swift and severe counterstrike cannot be underestimated. Iran possesses a formidable arsenal of ballistic missiles, drones, and a network of proxy forces across the region, all capable of inflicting significant damage. The Strait of Hormuz, a critical choke point for global oil shipments, immediately comes into focus. Any disruption to this vital waterway could send shockwaves through the global economy, causing oil prices to skyrocket and triggering a worldwide energy crisis. Global oil markets have already reacted with extreme volatility, reflecting the deep uncertainty surrounding the region's stability. Analysts are scrambling to assess the likelihood and nature of Iran's response, with scenarios ranging from cyber attacks to direct military engagements against U.S. or Israeli assets, or even attacks on shipping in the Gulf. The regional security crisis is palpable, as neighboring countries brace for potential spillover. The international community is urging de-escalation, but the scale of this operation makes a measured response incredibly challenging for Iran. The coming days will be critical in determining whether this unprecedented strike leads to a broader regional conflict or a period of uneasy calm. The world holds its breath, watching for any sign of Tehran's next move. Looking ahead, the fallout from Operation Epic Fury presents a complex and perilous path for the Middle East. If the alleged death of Ayatollah Khamenei is confirmed, Iran faces an unprecedented leadership crisis. The process of selecting a successor, typically a carefully managed affair, could be thrown into disarray, potentially leading to internal power struggles and instability within the regime. This power vacuum could either weaken Iran's ability to project power or, conversely, lead to a more radical and unpredictable leadership seeking to assert dominance. The long-term implications for regional security are profound. Will this operation deter Iran's nuclear ambitions and its support for proxy groups, or will it galvanize a more aggressive stance? The global oil market will remain highly sensitive to any developments, with sustained volatility expected as long as the threat of conflict persists in the Strait of Hormuz. International diplomacy will be tested like never before, as world powers attempt to navigate this new geopolitical reality and prevent a wider conflagration. The coming weeks and months will reveal the true extent of the damage inflicted on Iran's command structure and its capacity for resilience. This is a moment of profound uncertainty, demanding careful analysis and strategic foresight from all involved. Stay informed as this critical situation develops, and consider the far-reaching consequences of an operation that has fundamentally reshaped the Middle Eastern landscape.